Mr. Dermot Kenny there with a song called Outnumbered. Before that, Maroon 5 with Memories. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. It's the Beat 99.9 FM. Hope you're having a good day and a good week. He's not the only one who was outnumbered. It seems like Ghost was outnumbered too. All right, OC, do the honors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the international superstar, a very own Nigerian brother, Rotimi, in the building right now.
Yeah, what's good, man?
I'm fine, Aboki. It's great to have you here, man. It's been a while. Yeah,
absolutely
love your music.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I love your music,
Thank
man. So, yeah.
I thought you were going to say you love his acting. You don't like his acting?
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. So how's it been going, though? How does it feel, being back home?
Oh, it's love, man. I haven't been back in 10 years.
Wow.
So this is the first time that I'm actually back as an adult, really.
Well,
Yeah.
You couldn't get a visa? What happened?
I was just waiting for the right time, and everything is just, lining up perfectly. But the love, we were in Abuja 2 days ago. It was amazing. We did an event yesterday in Lagos, so it's a vibe to be here.
All right, let's get straight to the point. People want to know who killed Ghost.
That's literally all the questions.
So why did you shoot Ghost?
Let's not hang about.
Who killed Ghost?
You shouldn't come to the mainland.
Okay, well, it was good to see you guys.
You're off? That's it?
Great interview.
And if 50 Cent sues you, we're not involved.
We're not part of it. Fired, man.
50 don't play with his money.
Not at all. But now, being part of Power, man, has been legendary. It's iconic. So the fact that we can come here and still the same question that's being asked in the States and in London, it doesn't matter. The fact that it's impacted the world.
Yeah, pop culture travels a very powerful thing like that.
It's a powerful thing, man. And it's social media era, so everything is so small now.
For those who don't know, how did you get on the show? I mean, give us a little background of how you got started in the entertainment industry.
Entertainment. I've always been doing music. I've always been singing, So music, I always played the piano. I played the violin growing up. I was in a gospel choir. Everything was always musical, and then I won a lot of awards for voice performance in the States. So then I graduated college, didn't have money as a struggling artist, and I booked my first audition, trying to get money. So I had to become an actor all of a sudden. So I got thrown into the acting world. It wasn't a plan, but God has a plan for you. So I did my first TV show was a show called Boss that I did. And then from Boss, it became this movie, that movie, and then I landed on Power, just auditioning, and it was just divine.
So you didn't know anybody in Power?
No, I didn't know anybody. I met 50 after I got on the show, and it took 50 about maybe 6-7 months before he knew I did music. I didn't go like, hey man, listen to my mixtape. It was more so.
You didn't drop any CD?
Nah, not at all. I genuinely wanted him to either find out about it or it would come up, but. He ended up listening to the project, and that day he heard the record. He actually just got on the record and then sent me a deal in 2 weeks.
So what was all that bit about him saying you owed him money?
It's marketing 101.
It was marketing.
Yeah, he's brilliant, man.
He's brilliant, yeah.
Actually, at first I was like, yo, do I owe him money? I had to ask myself, like, wait, what's going on, But nah, my project, Walk With Me at the time was #1 on iTunes.
Right.
So he knew that it was moving at a fast pace, but he was like, man, let's keep them talking, and it was just brilliant on how he just finesse the whole story.
But one of the things that stands out, as regards you as an artist, is the fact that most times when you see people that sing or people that are musicians actually trying to act or anything, the acting is kind of dodgy most times. Let's just say dodgy. But we can't question the talent as regards when it comes to making music. But for you though, I don't even know which when you're singing it's fantastic. When you're acting is it's just right there. So how are you able to do two different things that take so much from you creative wise and still be able to give it 100 every time?
I think you use the right word, man. I'm just a creative. Okay. I think people try to put things in a box just to simplify it for themselves. I'm just talented. Thank God, I'm just God-given, gift, and it wasn't a plan to I want to do this, I want to do that. It's just when the lights are on as an actor, I'll deliver. When the lights are on and the studio's on, as a musician, I'll do what I need to do. And I just want to be known as a creative. I don't want to be. I look up to Harry Belafonte. I look up to Jamie Foxx. So I don't want to be put in something that category.
You don't want to be like a triple threat.
I want to, yeah, exactly. I just always want to just create. I want to create, executive produce. I want to act. Yeah, just and it's in.
Can you dance?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
He's got it.
So you gotta know that. You can sing, you can dance, you can act. That's it.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna have your Oscar, your Grammy, and your.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to be the monitor.
I think John Legend's an EGOT now.
Yes,
Wow,
and
amazing.
the sexiest man alive, friend.
Okay. So I also stumbled on an interview where you spoke about this very intimate relationship you had with your dad and how he taught you, financial discipline.
Yes.
Or how you, your checks from Power, you were not spending, you're not spending that. You kept making, money, staying afloat and everything. Now, most times, most artists when they get thrown into the spotlight like that, and all that money keeps coming in, or, all that attention or anything, that financial discipline is really not there.
Yeah.
So for you, though, would you say your dad just kept you grounded as regards, that part of your life and all?
Yeah, my dad always preached to me that it's all about security and legacy. So when I got on Power, the first thing I wanted to do was buy this and this and this, and he said no. If you're smart, you'll never spend $1 of your Power money. But if you want to be great, make yourself a celebrity and live off of your hostings.
Okay.
So save. Yeah. So he said save. Don't spend $1. So for 6 years, 6 seasons, I didn't spend $1 of my Power money. So everything was just being saved.
Okay.
And so.
Are you from Djibouti? Where are you from?
Yeah.
Which part of Nigeria? Where you from?
Oh, just threw me up. I didn't hear you say.
Where you from in Nigeria?
My dad's from Lagos. My dad's from Lagos.
Oh, okay.
My mom is from Buffet Village, so like right outside. So yeah, but
So he said it in a Nigerian accent, probably.
Yeah. He did.
Rotimi, just save your money. Save your money, young man.
Yeah. So the first thing I actually purchased that I spent my money was to buy my house. So I bought it. I just bought my house with everything straight up. Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
He's still with you, still
Of
giving you
course.
advice?
Yeah. I'm talking to him.
Still holding you down, have you?
Yeah, he's an OG, man. He was like, my dad was an area boy.
Oh, wow.
The original.
What's his name? Rotimi as well.
No, Olusegun.
Olusegun.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call you Rote.
Okay, that's your street name. That's your street name.
Also, we've seen a lot of Nigerian artists actually just go abroad and just make it big, and we've seen you constantly identify as Nigerian.
Yeah.
You didn't change your name. You go on Instagram and you just point it out every time that I'm Nigerian. This is what I'm about.
Yeah.
And that's why the fact that we know that we get some negative press sometimes that Nigerians are this and that. So for you, do you get any pressure or any form of flag by identifying that you're Nigerian?
No. I think right now, man, with the way the culture is, it's cool to be African.
Okay.
The culture is embracing, especially Nigerians. It's like a fraternity.
Yeah.
So I think the wave of where we are is just so beautiful because everybody's trying to be like us. Everybody's trying to dress like us, dance like us, make music like us. So I think that it's a beautiful thing to be. I knew it was real when Lorenz Tate, my castmate, he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I just found out on my ancestry, I'm 60% Yoruba and I'm, a little bit Ebox." I was like, oh man. It was like,
No
I'm
way.
Ebox, so you gotta I gotta go to Lagos real quick and learn how to make some jollof. I said, wow, we are affecting the culture, man. So,
You gotta bring him down.
yeah, he'll come with me next time.
You gotta bring him down.
Yeah.
At least for what he did when there was a dead president, he's an icon, man.
Yeah, he's an icon. For sure.
All right, let's talk about the music aspect as well.
Yeah.
What's your story there? You said the full-time thing you're going to be doing it fully now.
Yeah.
How are you going to balance the two? Acting and music.
I don't sleep, man. I created my whole project, Walk With Me, Filming Power, and for a straight month, I didn't sleep. So I'll be on set from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and go straight to the studio, 8 p.m. to 9 a.m. and sleep in the studio, studying my lines, making the records, man. So
That's a grind.
It's a grind, man. If you want to do it, 'cause how many people have two professions? So like I had to really sacrifice my fun going out. Yeah. So it was a lot of just work, man. But definitely music. I have a new project coming out December 13th. So it's gonna be a vibe when they hear this new stuff too.
Okay.
Is it an album? Is it what is it?
It's gonna be an EP.
An EP, right?
I'll make sure you guys have the single.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Then I loved your song Kitchen Table.
Yeah.
So the first time I heard the song, before I was like, oh, who made this song? The first thing that popped in my head was Trey Songz.
Yeah.
So would you say you got a lot of inspiration from listening to the likes of Trey Songz? Because straight off the back there, I was like, okay, sounds like something that Trey would do.
Yeah.
And everything, yeah.
Nah, Trey's a personal friend of mine. I liked a lot of people's. At that point in time, the funny thing, I was trying to find my sound still.
Okay.
With that not Walk With Me, but the one before, I was trying to figure out Jeep Music was who Rotimi was as an artist. So I was capable of doing different things, but I didn't know how to hone in yet. So I heard Trey's style. It was cool. It was dope. But I always tried to employ somebody else's style on me. But I realized that's not who I am. So Walk With Me was the first time I felt completely in a project. I was exactly who I am, and this is who Rotimi is as a man. So, but Kitchen Table is one of my favorite records ever.
I love it. Yeah,
it's
I love
a great record.
So have you done anything on your kitchen table before?
Of course, that was the inspiration.
Mine is tiny.
And you said
He went there.
So anytime I try something, it just someone's always on the floor.
I don't think the problem is your kitchen table as much as
my ones.
no, you have to have solid. Maybe the women are too big for the table.
No, they're not the problem. He right there.
I'm not. No, when you use a kitchen table, you're not on the kitchen table.
That's the thing. But if your extension is hitting the bottom of the table,
the kitchen table must be bigger than the woman. Or at least have stronger legs.
you are missing my point.
I get your point. We understand. It's a family show.
Thank you. Just say.
You see, that don't make sense, Rotet, because you said you're walking from studio to studio, but meanwhile,
you're on the kitchen table.
I mean, it's morning time, right? It's some breakfast, right? You eat breakfast on the kitchen table.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
with Love Rhythm,
Yeah.
it's a very Afrobeat infused. It's my favorite song, by the way.
Oh, thanks so much.
It's very Afrobeat infused. Would you say that the traction it has gotten is part or is largely affected by the fact that Afrobeat is going out into the world, and I mean now you're a bridge. You're there and you're here.
Yeah.
So how would you say putting out the record at this time has affected, maybe airplay or people responding to it?
No, I think it's everything. Timing is everything with everything. So the fact that Afrobeat is at the height of its wave right now, the fact that it's cool to be Nigerian, the fact that you have movies like Black Panther and all these things, and so everything is just lined up. Even Mr. Butterscotch, all that stuff, everything lined up perfectly for me. And again, me being African American, I wanted to make a record that love rhythm, like a love rhythm that had both type of energies. So it was a mixture of Akon, Craig David, and myself to kind of make that sound. And we made that the whole project, man. But, that's why I wanted to put a little pigeon in there, but I also wanted to, make it digestible for people who didn't know what pigeon is, and so just give it so much diversity in the listeners.
Do you write your own stuff?
I have a team. Of writers,
But you have a lot of input in it.
Of course, it's my stories, everything comes from a conversation. So I sat down with Harmony Samuels, who's the producer.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's amazing. So Harmony and I sat down and I said, man, I just want to just tell my story, who I am, and not force anything. I didn't want to do straight Afrobeat because I didn't grow up listening.
It's not you.
It's not me.
Yeah.
But I grew up listening to Fela. I grew up listening to P Squared. I grew up listening to.
By the way, you can give them a shout out.
Yeah,
It's their
thank
birthday
them.
today.
Oh wow,
Today,
happy birthday.
Yeah, it's Peter and Paul.
Yeah.
Peter and
Oh
Paul.
wow,
Yeah.
man! Congratulations, man! My brothers, man! Happy birthday, man! But for me, I wanted to be true to who I was. A little pigeon here and there, but at least I'm affected by it.
Yeah, true. So looking at the lyrics of that song right now, so it seems like you come off as a guy that constantly just tells women that, oh, your man ain't treating you right, just come over here. So it sounds like, I wish I could kiss you down by your waist. It treats you wrong. I wish I could show you love, and all of that. So are you seeing anyone right now?
Oh yeah, it's pretty public knowledge who I'm seeing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who
Yeah,
you're
who's
seeing.
She's a beautiful singer.
Okay.
She's a beautiful singer.
Really? Who's that?
Who's that?
We still need the name. That's where we're going.
Yeah. She's dope. from Tanzania.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
Finesse MD.
Yeah.
I thought that was a rumor though.
That's real,
They
yeah.
went on
Oh,
holiday
okay.
together.
So how long has this been going on for?
A couple months, man.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
a vibe.
I see.
She's dope, man.
So how'd you guys hook up though? She's here in Africa, you're here there in New York. So I'm just like, okay.
Now we met at Essence Fest.
Oh,
in New Orleans.
okay.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right.
ever since then, we just
And you're just
vibe.
like, wow.
So who stepped up to who first?
Of course, I stepped up, brother.
You know?
No question about it. You know?
Let me get some lessons. What do you tell her?
Yeah, what do you say?
'Cause we met her many times. It didn't work. I did my best. But it didn't work. So
Give me your best
I
stuff.
give it my shot.
Nah, man. You know, she's real, so she I couldn't say anything like game wise. It
Yeah.
was just really just conversation, and the conversation just kept going, man. But it was just a vibe as soon as we met each other.
Yeah. She's beautiful. She makes great music as well.
Yeah, she's
I
talented.
think you guys should make some songs together.
Yeah, we talked about it, but it's just more so just the personal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Leave it on. All right.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's asking here,
Yeah.
when can they take you on a date? Her name is Simi Dre. She works here on the weekends.
Oh,
I'm just gonna out everybody since you know. So she's, look,
is she here now?
no, she's not. Oh, Simi, sorry.
Yeah.
So how long are you here for? Are you leaving anytime soon?
I leave tonight, actually.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, it was a
So-
quick one, but I'm coming back soon just to spend even more time. So.
Okay. So did you do did you make any music or any local artists when you were here?
Not have time, bro.
Okay,
But
yeah.
we've talked about I was with Scales a lot. I was
Okay.
with him yesterday.
Okay.
You know, we talked about it. Everybody's in Dubai right now. So,
Yeah,
so
I know,
talked
right?
to Wiz, I talked to Tiwa. Tiwa's actually my cousin, so.
For real?
Yeah. So
Oh,
Tiwa's
yeah,
actually my
okay.
cousin, so we talked about it, but everybody's out of town.
Yeah, you've performed at the One Africa, fest before. I think the one that was done
It's
in
in
New
New
York.
York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how was that though?
It was vibe, man. It was my
Okay.
first time performing like on a stage like that.
Oh, okay.
And it was good to be, received.
Yeah, we saw you in Nigeria flag,
Yeah,
everything. So,
everything,
that was
yeah.
that was lit. That's fantastic.
Thank you, man.
There are some pockets of Nigerian actors and actresses doing pretty well in different. I mean, I see some of them in, things like what's the name in Insecure with Yvonne. There's also one
Orange
Oh,
or two.
is the New Black.
Yeah, Orange is the New Aduba, Ngozi Aduba.
Yeah.
And there's also I think Godfather Harlem. A couple of Nigerians being there, stuff like that. So I mean, do you guys you get to hook up with other Nigerians? Is there some sort of link you have at some point in time?
Yeah. It's a family, man. Again, we all support each other. We all send each other DMs. We all text each other, and so it's cool because we're slowly taking over everything, in every field, whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether it's acting, whether it's law, whatever it is, we're just starting to, radio, everything is just starting to become African,
Trying to go a bit more mainstream as well.
Yeah, and it's the cool factor now.
Yeah.
When you have that, it's the cool factor, so it's a great time.
What about film projects here? I mean, have you met any actors here? Have you think, okay, maybe one I can come in and do one or two projects?
No, I haven't met anyone yet, but I've been talking to a couple producers and writers while I've been here. Actually, one yesterday, but I'm trying to see what I could do, man. Even if it's just talking to like kids at this point, where it's just like maybe starting programs.
Do a master class. Something like
Yeah, something like that, where it's like 15, 16 years old and just kind of get them going. But I definitely want to do something big here, in terms of film.
But 50 hasn't been here for a while.
Nah.
Last time he came here, there was an issue.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna try. I think he's been back since I think.
He has been
Came
back.
a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try and get him to come back. So is it gonna be the last season of Power? Really?
Yeah, the last season of Power.
So there's no 50. You can't believe 50.
No,
Yeah.
you
You
can't.
just don't know what he's gonna be up to.
Yeah. But we have 5 more episodes starting January.
Okay.
It's kind of like season 7 in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
But these
You
last.
split in two, right?
Yeah, so these last 5 are probably going to be
like an hour or more, like
it's mini
Really
movies.
intense.
It's
Yeah, mini movies,
Like,
yeah.
not because I'm on it, but it's probably the best writing and acting I've seen
Courtney
in
Kemp.
my life.
Yeah, Courtney Kemp was,
Seriously.
I think when I stumbled on it, my colleague, pulled me on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I just hope it's not going to be one of those cheesy black shows. When I first started watching it, I was like, okay, I think I like this television, with how diverse the characters were, Ghost, Tommy, everybody just coming in, and at the same time, just moving around. So it's great to actually just see black people just come together, and it's not that typical black story. It's just way left, sometimes it's in the middle, and so I can imagine how intense it is for you, as an actor, being constantly on the project that you never know where it's going to veer off to, sometime. Yeah.
It's beautiful because it's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
And you know that every scene you take, every decision you make as an actor, everything is going to be documented forever.
Yeah.
So that kind of pressure at first was like, damn, like, whoa, like every decision I make is going to be imprinted in people's minds. And, so everybody brings their A game. Everybody. Amari, who plays Ghost, is a mentor to me. So I'm competitive, so I don't want him to outshine me in the scene. So you bring your A game, and so it's like a team, and everybody plays their part, and everybody just grew as an actor.
All right, look forward to that. All right, my man, I want to say thanks for coming through.
Thank you.
I know you had a good time in Abuja.
Yeah, dope.
Have you had a chance to get some original Nigerian food?
Yeah,
What's your favorite?
Jollof. I had some suya yesterday.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, come on now.
So you're just been all up in there right now.
Yeah,
I'm tired of McDonald's.
Yes, get me away from it. Yes. Yeah, man, it's good.
All right, so people say they love you. They say you sound the same way you sound in Power, and also they love the remix of Love Rhythm with Akon.
Yeah.
And they want you to give them their watch.
Ask him when I got up as a watch.
That's not gonna happen. It's, when can I come for your watch?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Rotimi ain't gonna do that. He's making money, but he ain't that foolish.
Exactly.
Maybe he's just nice, okay? He can just be nice and give it to me, not that. But
Yeah, he ain't Jay-Z.
no, fair enough. He's a rollie.
All right, any more questions?
Well, everybody's still,
Who killed Ghost? That's
I'm sure you get to immigration.
Who the hell killed
I
Ghost?
saw just pull you aside. Like, started to me before I stamp you in, eh?
Yes.
That guy who killed him.
That happened.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Literally, yes, that happened.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we landed, that was the first question.
For real?
Oh my God, yes.
I think immigration, right?
Yes.
Who
They
killed
asked you.
Ghost?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
How did you answer it? I can't tell you.
Yeah, I just kept walking, smiling.
Okay. And the immigration will go, it seems like you don't want to come in, eh? So I'll be rejecting your visa.
All right, we've got a question there about someone who's your. You mentioned Harry Belafontaine. Who's your icon?
Icon.
In music and film.
I think Jamie. I think Jamie Foxx is one of the most talented humans to ever walk this earth. To be funny, to make amazing music, to play the piano, to be a dramatic actor, just natural. I think he's one of the greatest ever. I think I'm filming Coming to America now.
Oh
Yeah.
So seeing even Wesley Snipes up in person and seeing him do his thing, I've never seen somebody so talented as an actor. Him and Amari are probably my favorite two that I've ever seen. But Wesley Snipes is another one that's incredible.
Yeah, people forgot about Wesley.
Yeah,
he had issues before.
Yeah,
but he was good. He was
amazing.
Good.
He was amazing.
He was good. It still is there. So we're not going to ask you about Coming to America because I know you put his sworn to secrecy. You put his signed an NDA.
It comes out next summer.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, man. Being on set with Eddie Murphy, the original cast is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eddie, Arsenio. So just being in scenes, man, and seeing them. There was a couple of times where Eddie had to stop because what I was doing was so funny.
Yeah.
And so, like, knowing that he's embracing what I'm doing in the comedic field is special. So it's a vibe.
We look forward to it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any message out there you want to give to any aspiring actor, aspiring singer, somebody on the grind?
Yeah, I think, first and foremost, you have to work, man. You got to put in your 10,000 hours. You have to, literally sacrifice a lot of the fun stuff. You have to build an amazing team and trust your intuition. Trust the first instinct that you feel. Don't second guess anything. I guarantee you that first instinct is 99% right. So just trust your instincts and you'll be straight.
All right, nice one. That sounds pretty good. All right, so to all the ladies out there who are hoping to get a chance to take Rotimi out, sorry, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Vanessa and Dee beat you to it. So
Don't say shush. Don't say a word.
I will.
Just.
Yeah, she's all, clammed up today. Oh my God, Rotimi's
Rotimi was coming. I decided not to look like a bum. Sue me. I decided to come to work looking like a nice person.
No, all I'm just saying that it's been great to have you look like this every other day.
Honey, I come to work at 6 a.m.
I'm just saying.
You know when I had to be able to do this.
we gotta put Rotimi on Skype every morning. Rotimi's coming. in the morning. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay. The shade in this room right now.
That's love.
Yeah. So big up there, and good luck with the relationship. But you know, I'm glad you guys went public with it because man,
Yeah,
too many people
a lot of pressure.
up.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't our plan, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
How you coping with distance stuff?
I mean, well, we spend a lot of time together. You know,
Okay.
so I stay in Atlanta, so she's in Atlanta a lot of time too. So we just operate from there.
Okay. All right. Might as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Simi, and that.
Yeah, sure. Nadine as well. She was upset he came early.
My condolences.
Love.
All right, Love Rhythm. Who produced the song? He said he was Harmony.
Harmony Samuels produced Love Rhythm. He actually produced the new single I have coming out as well called In My Bed. So
Okay.
it's amazing. It's amazing vibes that we're just creating, man. And I think people are gonna really love the new one.
All right. Well, it's progress from the kitchen table to the bed.
It's your
Yes,
movie.
uh-huh,
Things
yeah.
are moving.
Yes,
Things are moving.
Yes.
At least you can get
I need a new
On the
kitchen
bed,
table.
right?